Today we are taking a look at Frieren from Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. This is the height of magic in the Figurizm Alpha line by SEGA. The fantasy world here is already past its great battle, following the defeat of the Demon King and the quiet years that come afterward. Rather than focusing on a single quest, the story moves through small journeys that show how different people live, age, and leave memories behind. Frieren herself is an elven mage who lives far longer than humans and struggles to understand what those short lives truly meant to her. Through new travels, she slowly learns how much her time with the hero party mattered and how to face feelings she once ignored. Today's highlights for this figure are the floating spellcasting pose with extended legs and angled torso, the layered magic circle and swirling translucent effects, and the detailed three-dimensional outfit sculpt with metallic trim. The floating spellcasting pose keeps her torso leaning back while both legs reach outward so the motion feels stretched across the figure. One arm reaches toward the spell and the other opens outward, and that split gesture makes the casting moment read clearly even at a glance. The layered magic circle and swirling translucent effects stack a clear disc, printed markings, and pale blue spirals to form a three-dimensional spell shape. Green swirling support effects wrap around the lower half and tie her body to the magic circle, so the entire structure feels like one continuous rush of wind and magic. The detailed outfit sculpt with metallic trim shows her outfit, skirt, and cuffs with enough depth that her arms and legs look like they sit naturally inside them. You can see how the leggings and boots sit under and inside those layers, while gold-edged hems and hardware lines pick out the important borders of the costume. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. Her face presents a calm, slightly serious look that fits a spell in progress rather than a casual scene. Both eyes are printed evenly so the gaze lines up toward the front, which keeps the expression stable from many angles. Inside the irises, you get multicolor concentric rings, and the clean edges of those prints make the eye design feel sharp. The gloss finish across the eyes catches small reflections and helps the rings and tiny highlights remain visible without blurring. Thin white eyebrows arch gently above the eyes and sit at a low angle, which supports the focused mood without making her look angry. A small closed mouth is printed as a short, straight line, giving a composed expression that suits a long-lived mage who does not overreact. Lash lines and inner details stay crisp so there is no fuzziness around the shape of the eyes or mouth. Her hair is sculpted with a center part and shaped bangs that frame the face without hiding the eyes or eyebrows. Each front section breaks into defined strands with shallow grooves, so the sculpt reads as hair bundles, not a flat block. From the head down the back, long twin bundles sweep upward and then curve outward, almost like they have been caught in a strong gust. Those flowing hair are divided into segments along their length, which makes the movement easier to read from many viewpoints. The hair color is a white tone with a light purple tint that stays consistent across the sculpt and works well with the matte finish. Because the surface is matte, the hair reflects light softly, keeping the focus on the shape of the strands instead of bright shine. Pointed ears extend out from under the hair and are clearly visible, reinforcing her elven identity as part of the head silhouette. Small red teardrop earrings hang near the ends of those ears, adding tiny but clear color accents near the face. Taken together, the composed expression, ringed eyes, and flowing twin hair bundles create a quiet but powerful sense of a mage mid-spell. Across the upper body, she wears a high-collared white outfit that also reads like a cloak with a capelet draped over the shoulders. The front of the chest shows dark rectangular panels that break up the white area and echo the more serious mood of her magic user design. Metallic gold trim runs along the edges of the collar, capelet, and shoulder shapes, so the structure of the garment is easy to follow. Small red gem decorations placed at the collar and shoulders add points of contrast that tie back to the red earrings and staff orb. The outer outfit does not cling flat against the torso, instead it lifts away slightly as if caught by the same current that moves the hair. This lift gives the impression that her body is bracing against invisible force while she channels the spell through the staff. One arm stretches forward around shoulder height, carrying the staff toward the arc of the magic circle in front of her. The sleeve on that arm follows the line of the outfit with gold-edged cuffs and a slight flare at the wrist, which feels natural for a robe-like design. The hand gripping the staff wraps fully around the handle, with individual fingers marked so the contact looks firm rather than loose. At the far end of the staff, a circular head holds a red orb, framed by pale sections and thin offshoots that make the spell focus easy to understand. A narrow ribbon-like extension of the staff trails back from that head, adding an extra directional line that points along her motion. The other arm extends slightly backward and outward, with the elbow bent just enough to look relaxed but engaged in maintaining balance. Its sleeve mirrors the first with white fabric and gold edging, helping keep the outfit design symmetric across the upper body. The open hand on this side spreads the fingers in a gentle arc, with the palm angled downward as if feeling the flow of air around her. Matte paint on the white fabric keeps the surface soft, while metallic paint on trim and cuffs picks out where one layer ends and another begins. Seen together, the outer layers, capelet, and sleeves create a layered upper silhouette that supports the idea of a traveling mage outfit made for movement. The contrast between matte white fabric, dark chest panels, and metallic edging gives the upper body enough visual density to stand up to the strong effect parts around her. From the waist down, the white skirt continues the upper outfit design and flares outward in a wide arc. A black belt cinches the waist and marks a clean break between the upper outfit and the lower sweep of the garment. Metallic gold trim traces the hem of the skirt, giving the outer edge a clear line as it moves through the air. The sculpt shows the skirt opening and lifting in several panels, with visible folds that suggest weight even though she is floating. Under that skirt, both legs are covered by smooth, dark blue leggings that run from under the outfit down into the boots. The leggings stay matte, so they read as fabric rather than glossy armor, which matches the robe-like feeling of the rest of the outfit. One leg extends forward with a gentle bend at the knee, placed just off the central line of the body. The other leg stretches further forward and looks straighter, helping to anchor the direction of the pose along the axis of the spell. Because both legs are lifted and offset, the floating posture feels dynamic, as if she is drifting through the air rather than standing on solid ground. On her feet, she wears brown mid-calf boots with defined soles and simple strap-like details around the upper sections. The sculpt leaves a bit of space where the leggings meet the boots, so it looks like the legs actually sit inside the footwear. These boots keep their surfaces matte, which suits the more practical side of a traveling mage design. Around the lower body, green swirling effect shapes wrap under and behind her, acting as the main physical support while also reading as wind or magic. Pale blue translucent spirals rise from the clear disc in front of her, echoing the line of her legs and the direction of the spell. The combination of floating legs, outward sweep of the outfit, and rising effect shapes gives the pose a strong sense of motion without needing any ground contact. This figure is approximately 27 centimeters tall. That's about 10.6 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Frieren FIGURIZM Alpha by SEGA delivers a dramatic spellcasting moment built around motion and layered effects. The face focuses on a calm but serious expression with ringed green eyes that stay sharp thanks to clean printing and a glossy finish. Thin white eyebrows and a small closed mouth support that focused mood, while subtle blush prevents the face from feeling too cold. Long twin hair bundles sweep upward and outward in thick ribbons, and the matte white with light purple tint lets their sculpted flow stay easy to read. Pointed ears and small red earrings frame her profile and quietly reinforce her elven identity near the head. Across the upper body, the high-collared white outfit and capelet give her the silhouette of a seasoned mage rather than a flashy showpiece. Dark panels on the chest, small red gems, and metallic gold trim keep the outfit from feeling flat and guide the eye through each layer. The forward arm that carries the staff draws a clear line toward the magic circle, while the open supporting arm helps balance the composition around her torso. Because the sleeves flare slightly and follow the motion of the outfit, the arms feel integrated into the clothing instead of separate pieces. Below the belt, the skirt opens into a wide lifted shape that sells the idea of wind and magic pushing up from below. Dark blue leggings and brown boots give the lower half a grounded set of colors, and the sculpt shows the limbs sitting inside the clothing instead of blending into it. Around her legs and torso, green swirling supports and pale blue spirals tie the floating pose to the magic circle and make the entire scene feel like one continuous spell. The clear disc and printed markings in front of her work as both a focal point and a platform for the rest of the effect work. Because of that, fans of Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, or Frieren herself who enjoy scenes of magic and motion will find a lot to like here. With that focus, collectors who prefer dynamic fantasy figures built around strong effect parts and layered robes should appreciate how this piece uses its height and flow to stand out on a shelf. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.